Habits. We all have them. We have good habits. We have bad habits. We have habits that keep us going every day. We have habits that hold us back every day. Good habits are the building blocks of a successful life. You've got to have good habits in order to achieve what you want, to get what you want, to produce what you want. I want to talk this morning about 4 powerful habits that you need to build within yourself in order to improve your own confidence, to build up your own confidence in yourself and in your abilities. Because the confidence that we have will determine everything we do. If we're not confident in our actions, we won't work very hard. We won't work to get it done. If we're extremely confident in our abilities, it'll be easy for us, or it will seem easy for us. So there's some habits that we need to develop within ourselves to build our confidence. Because once you're confident in what you can accomplish, you can be unstoppable. So let's talk about building your confidence. The first habit that you need to build in order to build up your confidence is to just embrace life. You know, our typical reaction when things don't go right, when it gets hard and things fail, or when just things aren't working out the way we planned on it, our typical reaction is to resist what's going on. Our typical reaction is to say, well, it's not my fault. That happened, or this didn't work right, or they didn't get that done, or whatever. And so we resist it. You need to stop and look at what isn't working and figure out why it's not working. What's going on? What either you didn't do, what you need to do, what you need to do different, what tools you didn't have, what skills you didn't have, the right people in the right place, whatever it is. You need to stop and look at what's not working and ask yourself, why? Why isn't this working out the way that I had expected it to? You know, times will get hard. Things won't work out right. Things won't work out the way we planned on them. And hard times can be used to kick us out of the rut that we find ourselves in. You know, one of the things about habits is we have a lot of bad habits, and it keeps us in a rut. And sometimes it's our own thinking, and sometimes it's our actions. But when we get into hard times, when things don't work out the way we want them, we can use those to kick ourselves in the rear and kick us out of the rut that we're in, because we can learn this lesson that it's trying to teach us, and that will help us to move forward. So embrace the life you have. Embrace what's going on in your life. Don't resist when things go wrong. Don't resist the lessons that you're going to learn when these things come up. The second thing you need to do to help build your confidence, the second habit that you need to make, to acquire, to develop, is to build yourself up instead of cutting yourself down. So often, when things don't go right, we say, well, I'm just no good at it. I guess I'll never have that. Or, who am I to think I was even qualified for that job? You know? You need to stop cutting yourself down. We need to stop cutting ourselves down. We need to build ourselves up. You know, we use our conscious mind, our thinking mind, to program our subconscious mind. The subconscious mind rarely sleeps. It's always active. That's why it can be really cool when you go to sleep at night to concentrate on a problem for a little bit before you go to sleep and let your subconscious mind work on it. You come up with amazing results. You might want to keep a pen and paper beside your bed. But we use our conscious mind to program our subconscious mind. So what are we saying? What are we speaking into existence when we say, I'm not good enough? When we say, I'm not worthy of that. I don't think I can get that job. I don't think I will ever have that house. What are we telling our subconscious mind? When we say things like that, we're telling our subconscious mind we're not enough. we're not good enough. And that's not really true, unless that's what you believe. So you need to take control of your thoughts, take control of your speech, take control of your conscious mind so that you are building yourself up. You know, if you didn't get the job, you say, well, that one wasn't meant for me, but there is one out there. You just check it off the list and you say next. Because obviously that wasn't the right one. And, you know, you could even go as far as to say, if you want, well, they weren't worthy of your skills. I don't know. However you want to feel about it and believe about it. Ask yourself some good questions about, is this truly what you want? Is this the direction you really want to go? Why didn't it work out? Find some productive answers to these questions so that you can take the information and move forward and be productive in your life. And develop this new habit of always building yourself up instead of cutting yourself down. The third habit to build in order to build more confidence in yourself is don't blamestorm. You need to brainstorm. That's kind of a weird way to say it. So many times we like to come up with reasons why it's not our fault. Like I said before, we blame others. We blame products. We blame processes. We blame society. We blame politics. We blame whatever. And when we do that, it causes resentment. It causes resentment against all these other people, all these other things. It causes resentment because we want to blame everything and everybody else. And so we just resent everything in our life. When you do that, you live in the past. When you blamestorm, you're living in the past. And when you live in the past, you're stealing all the advantages you can get from your future. So don't live in the past. Instead, you need to brainstorm. Brainstorming helps you realize that your past is not what shapes your future. You need to brainstorm what happened. Brainstorm why this thing didn't work out. Instead of blaming others or blaming other processes, you need to brainstorm why it didn't work. Brainstorm who you are, the skills that you have, and how that's going to inform your future so that you get to determine your own future. The fourth habit in order to build your confidence is to just do something. So many times we get stuck because we have so much to do. You know, maybe you make a to-do list and you've got a ton of items on your to-do list. And then you get stuck. And at the end of the day, you're like, I didn't get anything done. Well, partially because you had way too much on your list. Secondly, because you maybe just didn't do anything. You kept looking at your list and going, wow, that's a big list. Let me look at my email again. Or, whew, I got a lot to do today. Let me check Facebook again, or let me check TikTok or Instagram, whatever, you know? You have to do something. You don't have to do everything. In fact, if you've got a to-do list with like 10 items on it, go in there and cross off two. Just cross them off. Doesn't matter what they are. Cross them off. Get a little sense of accomplishment that you don't have to do them today. I'm not saying don't do them maybe, but you don't have to do them today. Cross them off your list. It will change your thinking if you see 2 things crossed off your list. You don't have to do everything. And sometimes when you're in the middle of some stuff and it's just not working out and it's just not going to be the direction you want to go, but you think you need to do it because it's on your list, sometimes it's okay to quit. Sometimes it's not the right thing. And we don't want to quit because, well, it's on my list. I need to get this done, but maybe it's not the right thing. So it's okay to quit sometimes. If it's causing you to be depressed, if you've got so much to do on your list and it's causing you to be depressed, causing other health issues, then, you know, maybe you need to quit it. Quitting goals that you can't reach, quitting goals that are unattainable can help you be even more productive. So, this one was called Do Something, and I'm here talking about quitting. Yeah, find things, because you're overloaded anyway, find things to quit, but you've got to do something. Pick one. Pick one thing and focus on it. Get rid of the rest of the list. I would suggest take your list, take the first thing off your list, write a new list with one thing on it. That first one thing. Get rid of the rest of the list and focus on that one list that you have, that one item on that one list, and work to get that done today. You know, some of the habits that we have can be good. Some of them can be very, very destructive. Some are helpful. Some are not so helpful. You need to develop good habits. If you want to build your confidence in yourself, in your abilities, in your team, in your business, you need to work on your own habits, and you need to develop good habits so that every single day you're taking advantage of the skills that you have, the knowledge that you have, the opportunities that you have that are presented to you. So go out today and start building some good habits to boost your confidence. It all starts with confidence right up here. If you're not confident in what you can do and you're not confident in your abilities, you won't do it. So start with your own confidence, build it up as strong as you can, and then move forward. I'm Mark Schennerer. I'm here today growing your success, and I'll be back and talk to you tomorrow.